Hi everybody, Steve Ward here with Mercedes-Benz of Draper. I want to show off another fantastic trade-in here at the dealership. We're looking at a 2016 Mercedes-Benz GLE450 Coupe. Now the Coupe, chicken coupe, whatever you want to call this thing, is a sport edition. You can see the AMG badging on the side. As we come up right here in the center, you can see the red line. Again, the 63 would be the hand-built one-man, one-engine philosophy. The 450 is going to be the sport model or sport production engine, etc. But what we're looking at here is a V6 twin-turbo, 362 horsepower setup. Now, of course, these vehicles are built in Vance, Alabama. The drivetrains come from Germany. The ML, previously known as the ML, have always been built in the United States in Vance, Alabama. And a very, very cool facility there. They employ over 5,000 people at the facility. They've got all of the testing facilities there and the manufacturing facility, just-in-time manufacturing. And it is very, very cool to go see all the robots building these things and really building them at very close tolerances. Again, of course, with Mercedes-Benz, we've got all of this seal here. We've got a dual bulkhead here. Well, back here, we've got an elliptical bulkhead. Of course, that diverts energy around occupants in the cabin. We've got high-strength steel here in our hinges, and we've got a three-point mounting system. Of course, with most vehicles, we have this just this little flimsy latch up front, and the purpose for most manufacturers is this latch covers up the engine compartment. Well, with Mercedes and the multi-point system here and the high-strength steel that I mentioned before, we're using all of this material here to hold things together. So again, we've got to remember with Mercedes-Benz, they've got over 100,000 patents. Most of those are safety patents, and those patents just keep ticking away. The only company I know of that goes out to crash sites where somebody's been, there's been a fatality in an accident, whether it's in a Mercedes-Benz or another product, the engineers go out, they say, hey, how could we prevent this fatality? And that's where a lot of these systems and these things come from to help protect you, the occupants of these vehicles. You can see we've got an intelligent lighting system up front. We've got a nice gas-filled tube here that's the daytime running light. You can see right down there it says intelligent lighting system. So these are going to self-level. They're also going to curve and illuminate the road as you're going around corners. What I really love about this car is the 22-inch 5-spoke wheels. Beautiful. Now look how easy that's going to be to clean. You can see we've got the ventilated rotors there and a nice big caliper that's going to be able to keep the brakes cool in the event that you're stopping very hard. And again, we've got a big wheel there. We've got a lot of power in the vehicle, and stopping is obviously important. You can see dressed up in black. I love how Mercedes-Benz does black. Don't think anybody does black better, but if you look at the paint, and all of our paint, again, this is a process that they implement, and it's almost, you can see it, orange peel here, and it's put on so thick that it's almost ready to run. You can see we've got a beautiful running board along the bottom. Throughout the vehicle, we've got multiple seals throughout the vehicle to keep the noise quiet in here in the cabin. We've got illuminated door seals here. Beautiful top stitch. Ambient lighting, you can kind of see that up underneath the seams here in the dash. We've got perforated seating here. This is leather seating for heated and ventilated seats. Now this is the coupe, as I mentioned before. And in this coupe style here, we're taking obviously a coupe is typically a two-door. This coupe concept really started with the CLS, where we've got four-door coupes. And they've taken sportier bodies and dimensions of a coupe, but made it more functional with the four doors. But in the SUV, you can see we've got a very sloopy roofline. It adds to the obviously the aerodynamics of the vehicle, but look how beautiful that thing is. Very sporty. It's a very popular model and still somewhat hard to get. Of course, we've got our fuel fill door on this side. This is going to be safer in the event that you run out of gas on the freeway, for example. We can fill it up over here without being over there on the traffic side. Got a nice little spoiler here. I do see a little road rash, right? A little rubbing right there. It looks like some of that's kind of cleaning up on there. A little bit of some scuffing right here where somebody's probably dragged some luggage. Now to access this, we're going to pull the handle underneath here. As we peek inside here, you can see that we still have a lot of room. Now this can come all the way out. We can just pull it out. You can, put it in your garage or whatever, or it just will kind of slide up and allow you to take the privacy shade in and out. Underneath here, you can see it's really clean. Right here, if we peek underneath here, we can see we've got a spare tire and a little bit of room. AMG floor mats. Again, as we look down the body, it's just really nice and sculptured here. Beautiful lines. We've got a night package here, which gives us black accents around the window trim, as well as the black accents in the wheels and mirrors. It's a panel roof, so the glass is, or the top is all glass. You can see again, a very good condition, very clean. I like to look in the little nooks and crannies here. Right up top here, we also have these little doors. If you're familiar with Mercedes, we can open these up, and we've got anchor points here for your ski racks or maybe a Thule luggage rack or something like that up front. You can see right here with these little squares right here. So I've got keyless entry and keyless go, and so on the entry portion, I just push that, and you can see my peg went down. When I put my hand behind there, it opens, so you can leave your key in your purse or your pocket. The cabin is very comfortable, heavily bolstered seating right through here. Again, perforated seating. So a little bit of stretching there on the seat. Armrest section, sometimes this can be damaged. It looks like it's in good shape. Got a nice piano lacquer finish. Let's go ahead and turn it on for you. We've got sensors in the bumper that's going to warn you if you're getting close. We've got backup cameras and things like that. I'm going to go ahead and just turn it on quickly here. We've got 36,395 miles. This is one of those feedback from the feedback sensors on the bumpers. This one's going to be on the front bumper. If I look in my rear view mirror, there's another one hanging back there for the rear bumpers. And then here, if I put it in reverse, you can see I've got a 360 camera. And if the door was closed, you could see all the way around there. When I go forward, it will also display in the forward direction until I hit about 15 miles per hour. Dual zone climate control, as I mentioned before, heated and ventilated seats. Beautiful, beautiful fit and finish throughout with the soft touch surfaces and wrapped dashboard with the nice top stitch. Heated and cooled cup holders. Many, many options. Give us a call. We'd love to answer any of your questions. Maybe we could do some FaceTime if you're calling, inquiring from a distance. Any of our professionals would be happy to get you behind the wheel of this vehicle and let you experience a Mercedes-Benz if you haven't had the chance to drive one or own one. Again, beautiful, beautiful car. Of course, Carl Benz invented the very first car, has the patent on the very first automobile. And it's really kind of fun to be part of that original car company history, to be part of all of those safety patents, to really be part of a culture that takes pride in making sure that the occupants of these vehicles are safe. That's Steve with Mercedes-Benz of Draper. It's been my pleasure to show off this beautiful 2016 certified and pre-owned vehicle here at Mercedes-Benz of Draper, a beautiful GLE Coupe.